نفسه وزنة عرشه ومداد كلماته وصل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا وشفيعنا محمدا عبده ورسوله نبيه وخليله وحبيبه صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم والذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا والسماء بناء وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم فلا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون صدق الله العظيم اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين الحمد لله by the fadla of Allah Jalla Majduhu we are approaching the month of Ramadan and the month of Quran. Allah Jalla Majduhu revealed the Quran. In the Quran and also for others to know that the Quran consists of hundreds and hundreds of different commands. Amongst those commands, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided that one command I am going to put in first of all, and which one is that? Meaning that if someone asks you what is the first ever command given in the Quran, and the answer lies in the verse which I have recited. Surah Al-Fatiha is a dua from the servant, from the worshipper to Allah, not from Allah to the servant. And then Allah Azza wa Jalla mentions certain qualities, how to benefit from the Quran, and different categories of people. But first ever command and amr in Quran is this: Ya ayyuhan nas u'budu rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum walladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. This is the first amr and first command that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wa jalla wa ala says, O mankind, worship your Lord who have created you and those before you. لَعَلَّكُمْ, what is the purpose of that worship? لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so that you may attain taqwa, you may become a muttaqi person. So from this verse, the matter become clear that worship, ibadah, is not the end. Ibadah is also other side, and which is what, so worship, in what comes in worship, many things, all things can come if a person does them properly to the command of Allah. But mainly the four pillars of Islamic worships, namely Salah, namely Zakah, namely fasting, Sawm and Hajj. So in this verse, Isbinin is not the destination. Zakah is not the destination. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what is the destination? Ya ayyuhan nas u'budu, that do worship so that you may attain taqwa, la'allakum tattaqoon. Taqwa is the end from the servant point of view. Now as Ramadan is coming, we become busy in Taraweeh, also is Salah, listening to the Quran and also fasting. But first of all, we should know, what do I want to get out of fasting? What do I want to get out of Ramadan? What do I want to get out of Taraweeh, of the recitation of fast is worship. They, men and women, وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَ, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created mawaddatan wa rahma, and rahma and love, so that you may attain peace together. For example, the fruit of the marriage. If the fruit is, what is taqwa basically? That's what I want to explain to you, because many people do not know, they are still confused, because taqwa, you will enter, but you are not going to get much actually there. So it is very important, without going in much details, a person knowing actually what is taqwa. That's what in this brief 10-15 minutes we are going to understand. وقال سبحانه وتعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون ونفعنا وإياكم بالآيات وذكر خصوصا على سيد الرسل وخاتم الأنبياء وعلى آله الأتقياء وعلى أصحابه الأسفياء. وقال سبحانه وتعالى بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر والملائكة والكتاب والنبي. 15 minutes, pay close attention so that you may at least understand the concept. Taqwa has two ingredients. Taqwa, two things, if they are there, then you have taqwa. Like water. What is water? Water is a mixture of two atoms, H2O, two hydrogen atom and one oxygen. So when the oxygen and hydrogen comes together, that becomes water. That Allah is Allah, and Allah has so many infinite qualities. وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى. First element of taqwa is to have in your mind the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah azza wa jal is with me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all hearing, He hears everything which I say. He is seeing whatever I do. He knows whatever is in my heart. And His sifat, He is the giver, mu'ti. He is the mani. He can also take away. He is razaq, He can provide. He is shafi. He gives shifa if He wills. He gives life. He is muhyi. He is mughni. He makes you rich, richness of the heart and richness of the soul. He is al-mu'iz. He honors whomever He wills. He is Muzil. He can debase whomever He wills. He is Hadi. So, being present in your mind, this thought, the first element, first part of taqwa is that your heart and mind has this thought of the presence of Allah or the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the sifat of Allah is in your mind, that Allah is with me, Allah is Razzaq, and you are remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Hazrat Musa alayhi salam and Sayyidina Harun, Innani ma'akuma asma'u wa of taqwa, that you are in the presence of Allah wherever you are. Wa huwa ma'akum, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, wa huwa ma'akum, He is with you. Aynama kuntum, wherever you are. He is with you wherever. And in other words, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if you are three, worshipping continuously is to give you this one element. And the second part of taqwa is to see where you are, which place you are, and in which time you are. All the time. You must be in some place, in home, in masjid, anywhere, and you will be in one of the hours of 24 hours, this particular time. The taqwa of the road is to drive in such a way you don't cause harm to anyone. The taqwa, once you are on the road, is to give way to others, because that is the demand scene come in front of you. Taqwa at that time is to guard your eyes. It's not to do zikr, astaghfirullah, and you are also looking at women as well. That's not dhikr, that's not ibadah, that's not to soil, not to make the bathroom dirty, leave the toilet in such a way that it's ease. It makes you hold the tasbih and just doing dhikr and everything. No, at that time, in the household, when you are there, if you go in the kitchen, if you see any utensil, any plates, any food is being probably someone came and towards the end Allah subhanahu في مشارق الأرض في كل مكان وقت وحين اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية في الدنيا والآخرة